Ladies and gentlemen, Kawhi Leonard has made a choice, and it is the Los Angeles Clippers. We're about to hop into it, what it means for the Clippers, what it means for the Lakers. We're about to hop into all of that. Two thoughts, decided to combine it into all in one video. Ladies and gentlemen, been on Kawhi watch for the entire week now, and of course, this happens in the middle of the night when I'm asleep. But as I sit here today, I look over everything. Kawhi Leonard has joined the Clippers. It took a Paul George trade to get him there. Kawhi Leonard pretty much orchestrated all of this. Record compensation for Paul George. People got on the Lakers for giving up all those picks for Anthony Davis. The Clippers gave up 5 first-round picks for Paul George, 4 unprotected. What a haul for Paul George. I'm not slighting Paul George. He's an excellent player, but he's not Anthony Davis. But here's the deal. The Clippers were in the spot to where they had to do whatever Sam Presti wanted them to do, and they got the job done because they knew that would lock up Kawhi for 4 years. And as it stands right now, what it means for the Clippers is that they are one of the title favorites going into next season. Right now, Vegas has them as the favorite with the Lakers in the second spot. That's debatable, but they are certainly one of the title favorites. You got Kawhi Leonard, 2-time Finals MVP, arguably the best player on the planet, joining the Clippers, and it is a home run by Jerry West, Steve Ballmer, and crew, and they're going to have a fantastic team heading into next season. I thought it was pretty, I don't want to say questionable, but Kawhi Leonard, man, he kind of left the Lakers and the Raptors out there, and it seems like Kawhi Leonard did this as to keep the Clippers' trade hopes alive of gaining another star. I don't know the ins and outs of that, but that's what it seems like coming from my humble opinion. Looking at the Lakers from the Lakers standpoint, it is not the end of the world. It is not what Laker fans would want, but I gotta tell you this. You got Anthony Davis, you got LeBron James. If you put a good enough team around those guys, you put shooting around those guys, you put defense around those guys, they have already signed Danny Green to a 2-year deal, so that's 3 and D. Danny Green, that's an A+ signing. They signed Kentavious Caldwell-Pope as well. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, a 3 and D guy as well. They signed him to a very cheap deal, 2 years, 16 million, if I'm not mistaken. They also signed JaVale McGee, and they signed Quinn Cook, fantastic shooter, 40% shooter from the 3-point line, and they're off to a good start. You still have guys out there like Marcus Morris. You still have Boogie Cousins out there. Who knows what he goes for or where he goes. You still got possible buyout candidates like Kyle Korver and Andre Iguodala. So the storybook is yet to be written on this Laker team. Obviously, you got Rajon Rondo out there as well. I don't know if they're going to start Quinn Cook or put him off the bench, or bring him off the bench, excuse me. I think it would be better served for Quinn Cook to come off the bench and for the Lakers to grab a point guard. We'll see how that all works out. But if they fill this team outright, I will have the Lakers as the title favorite heading into next year. You just have to fill the pieces outright. You gotta put shooting around LeBron. That's been the case his entire career. Gotta put shooting around Anthony Davis. You have to have defense as well. So a guy like Marcus Morris should be right now at the top of their list. They should be negotiating with Marcus Morris because he is a 3 and D guy. He would slot perfectly with LeBron James and Anthony Davis. And when you look at it, if you get a guy like that, if you get an Andre Iguodala, if you get a Kyle Korver, you're right there in the thick of things with all of these teams in the West and in the East as the title favorites. So we'll see how that turns out. The NBA in general is going to be so interesting. It is the most wide open the NBA has been in tens of years. Like I can't even say a decade. It goes probably past that. Probably past when the year I remember it being this open was, the last year I remember it being this open was when Shaq left the Lakers. That's when he went to Miami. That was years upon years ago. So it is very wide open in the West and in the East. Who knows who will be the eventual NBA champion by the time we come out of it. Kawhi Leonard to the Los Angeles Clippers. Let me know your thoughts, whether that's on YouTube or on Twitter at o.m.g. Corey B.